we're gonna be legends. Gonna get their attention. What we're doing here ain't.
Hi everyone! Here in Bruges we are still in lockdown and it is strange for all of us. Like my boyfriend is used to guide or stand in front of the class. But as this is not possible at the moment, he's trying to educate our sheep.
Good afternoon, I'm Nicolas from Legends Tours. I was just explaining to Mary and little Philip here about how important their ancestors were in the Middle Ages for the city of Bruges. Mary and little Philip here are named after two of the last Dukes of Burgundy who ruled upon Bruges during our Golden Age. They are not just sheep, they are Drent heat sheep, the oldest breed in Europe that has been here since 4000 BC. And so in the Middle Ages, they delivered the wool for the booming Flemish cloth industry in Bruges. So they are really connected to our city. But one animal is even more connected to our city, and that's the swans. The elegant white birds are the true symbol of Bruges. And there is an old legend that tells us why. For the story, we need to go back to the year 1482. After a long and cold winter, our ruler, Duchess Mary of Burgundy, went on a hunting trip on the Bruges countryside. During hunt, Mary, she fell off her horse. She broke one of her ribs, and the rib perforated her lung. And so 2 weeks later, on the 27th of March 1482, Mary, she died. Now this meant that her oldest son, Philip the Handsome, had to take over power from his mother and become the next king. But young little Philip was only 4 years old, so this was not possible. And so it was Mary's husband, Maximilian of Austria, was appointed to be regent of the Burgundian territories until young little Philip would be old enough to rule by himself. But that wasn't enough for him. He wanted more power and pursue glory on the battlefield, so he went to war against the French king. To pay for these wars, he increased the taxes for the people in his empire. But the rebellious and stubborn people of Bruges refused to pay higher taxes. January 1488, Maximilian himself came to the city to negotiate. And then the Bruges people did the unthinkable. After Max entered the city, they closed all the city gates and took the emperor for hostage. Just imagine that. People of Bruges just captured the most powerful man in the world, and they locked him up in the house of Kranenburg on the market square. From there he had an overview on the market square, so he could see with his own eyes how people from his entourage were executed there. This was in order to force Maximilian into making a deal. Maximilian refused to give in. For more than 3 months he kept on refusing, until a man by the name of Peter Longneck, was brought up to the market square. Peter Longneck was a close ally and the right hand of Maximilian. The people of Bruges tortured the man that hard they even killed him. And Maximilian had to witness the whole scene from his prison. After that, he finally promised to agree with the terms the city of Bruges demanded. He even swore an oath on the relic of the Holy Blood. So on the 16th of May, he was released, but he didn't keep his promise. The minute he got out of the city, he gathered with his troops outside and besieged the city of Bruges. After a long siege, Bruges had no other option than to surrender. Bruges fell on its knees, and Maximilian punished the city to the bone. One of the punishments was that Bruges had to tear down all its city walls. Also, all the foreign merchants had to leave the city. Plus, all trading houses were moved from Bruges to Antwerp. So Bruges lost all its significance as a trading city, and this meant the end of the Golden Ages. At last, Maximilian wanted to give the people one more punishment, and that was that so, in order the people of Bruges would never forget for what they did to his friend Peter Longneck, the people of Bruges had to keep and take care of longnecks for a period of forever and 3 days. And as there were not that much giraffes at that time in Bruges, the swans, the white birds with their long neck, were appointed to stand symbol for that. Now Maximilian never kept his promise, but the people of Bruges always did, because still today, more than 500 years later, we still take care of our long necks.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please share, and you can always leave a donation for the guide. There'll be more videos on our YouTube channel, so subscribe and stay tuned.